Welcome to DK Legacy Football, the home of smart, purpose-driven football analysis. Hosted by Raymond, your host. This channel delivers honest, tactical, and insightful breakdowns of the world's most loved sports. Here we'll find match breakdown, tactical insight, player evaluations, data-driven predictions, and clear, no-nonsense football talk at DK Legacy Football. We are not just watching the game, we are building something that lasts. Subscribe and join the legacy. Before Vinicius Jr. is a superstar, before the goals, the trophies, the headlines, he's a human being. And once again, he's at the center of racism controversy. This isn't just about the match, it's about what players carry mentally every time they step onto the field. What actually happened? Let me give you a brief and clear what actually happened. In Real Madrid's recent match, Vinicius reported hearing a racist remark directed at him. The anti-racism protocol was activated. An investigation is ongoing. The player accused has denied every allegation. And now, once again, football is talking about racism instead of football. And the emotional reality in all this is that imagine scoring a winning goal in one of the best competition in the world, which is the Champions League. And instead of celebrating it, you are dealing with racial abuse. Racial abuse. That does something to a person. That really does. So we talk about tactics, we talk about form, we talk about mentality in the big games. But how do you measure the mental toll of constantly defending your dignity? How? How do you do that? And why this hits harder? Why this really hit harder to me and anybody else is that, Vinicius has dealt with this before. Public chants, viral videos, stadium incidents. And every time, he has to keep playing, keep performing, keep smiling, keep delivering. Imagine, that's a pressure most of us will never understand. That's something most of us will never understand. So at DK Legacy Football, we deal in facts. Investigations matter, and fair process matters. But if racism is proven, consequences must be strong, not symbolic strong. Because this isn't about rivalries, it's about basic respect. This isn't about rivalries, it's about basic respect. So my bigger question is, with all this, if the brightest stars in the sport still face this, what message does that send to young players watching? What message does it send to the young players watching this? Football says it's global, inclusive, for everyone, yeah? Then the culture has to match the slogan. The culture has to match the slogan. And my closing on this topic or the issue that is going on is Vinicius Jr. shouldn't have to fight two battles, okay? One against the defenders and one against ignorance. And football is at its best when it elevates people, not when it diminishes them. Okay? So what do you think football needs to change? Tell me, leave your comment. What do you think football needs to change in all this? And this is DK Legacy Football. And legacy starts with standards. Don't forget to subscribe, like,